All for the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah. I was busted outside the bus.
What's going on, guys? Andy here with G4 Outdoors, and Braden trying to set up the light, but keeps making it fall.
And today we're going fishing!
And that's right, guys. Today I'm taking Braden fishing. I try to take off at least one day out of the week so me and him can go do something. And today we're going fishing. But we got storms coming in a couple hours, so we kind of got to get to moving. We got to get your pole out of here, got to get my pole out of here, a couple little tackle things, we're ready to go, right? And I think for the bite today at the little tiny, it's like a kid's fishing lake out by a couple softball fields. I'm gonna be throwing some soft plastics. I got some Finesse 3X, some of the Z-Man 10X, and a pumpkin. And I really like these Lake Fork smaller 4-inch finesse worms at this one. Like I said, it is a kid's place. It is stocked. I've never caught anything big out of it, but we usually do catch fish and it's fun. But Braden wants to go ahead and show you guys his new fishing pole.
It's Star Wars!
It's Star Wars. That's awesome, dude. You've already caught some fish with this, haven't you? You caught crappie, remember?
Yeah. Dad called me the queen of crappie.
You were the crappie king, man. So let's grab the rest of this stuff and get ready to go. All right, guys, so Braden changed his mind. He doesn't want to fish for crappie and bluegill anymore. He wants to fish for bass like what I'm doing. So we're getting him set up. We're just going to throw on a little Texas rig, because that's what I'm going to be fishing with. Some finesse baits usually work very well there when we're fishing. We'll throw this on here. Grab what we call a hook, if you would. Is that right?
And also, guys, I'm fishing with a worm this time, not any more bobbers.
Yeah. You've entered the big leagues. Should be good to go.
And let's get 50 likes to this video. And also, leave a piece.
Leave a piece? What does that mean?
I don't know. I just wanted to say something silly.
Inside the book that I wrote are all the words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes. Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose. I can see through your disguise.
All right, guys, we just got to the little pond. It's not too far of a walk. I don't even know how far I would say. A couple football fields or so. But yeah, we're gonna target some bass on this small lake. And I'm throwing a new rod today. I had the Lose, what was it, Speed Shooter or something like that. Real cool blue and green design. I just purchased it. You might have seen that video on my pantfish setup. And yeah, it already broke. So we moved on to the Daiwa Laguna. Cheap $30 rod, no big deal for what I use this combo with. I usually only use this for panfish and crappie, but I threw, you know, it's got 6-pound test on it, so we're just gonna do a little bit of bass fishing. So we'll go ahead and we'll get Braden set up on something.
I want blue.
You want what color?
Blue.
You want something with blue in it?
This one, blue.
You want that little one? Or one of these ones?
Yeah.
I'll let you pick whichever one you want.
Blue.
You want to use that one right there? Good choice. Strike King 3X. Green pumpkin blue flake. It's got a little bend in the tail on it. I don't like that. But I do love the 3X lures. You know why, Braden?
Why?
Because they float. So if you wanted to fish this, on something you don't know about, such as a wacky rig or even weightless.
It's weightless.
No weight on it. Go ahead, dude.
Okay,
First cast. Boom. In the water. And I think I'm going to go with these June Bug Lake Fork 4 inches because I know those size are the majority of the fish I've been catching in this small pond. Usually I am fishing with a 7-inch finesse, but we'll go with this for this time. You're just making up words over there? A little 6-foot inch? You've been listening to me talk and you're just coming up with your own stuff, huh? He's fishing with a 6-foot inch. Where I want this at. That'd be good. So let's go, guys. It's on. First cast. Leave it in the comments below, man. First cast. Am I going to catch a fish or not? See if you guys are right or wrong. I mean, I got faith in myself. Did you have a bite, buddy?
Wait, I'll say something.
Yes, sir.
Look to the camera.
Oh, what do you say?
Guys, comment down below. Who's gonna catch the first fish? Me or Daddy?
There you go. You've been watching too much YouTube, bud. That's what that means. I think last time when we came here, it was a lot shallower.
Yeah, last time I came here, I caught like one fish.
Nothing on the old first cast.
Two.
I'll tell you what, though, this thing casts like a
Whoa, I got
like a
that
giant.
one.
That's a good one, dude.
I can't see what I'm doing.
You'll feel it, though. I promise you'll feel it. I mean, I can put a bobber on there if you absolutely want me to. I don't know, this little brush cover over here I keep wanting to cast to. I haven't felt a single bite in it or anything, but just had something thump mine out here.
I don't catch anything. I want a bobber. Please, Daddy?
Oh, Braden, there's fish out here, man. Cast out here.
See, it's wiggling. It's wiggling. See it?
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, it's wiggling. I'm gonna go way out. Good one, Braden.
Good one, Braden. I like that positive attitude on yourself. Now, usually in the summer, I'm not going to be fishing with something this size. Usually in the summer on soft plastics, I want to be 7 inches or above, 10-inch worms, things like that. Something with a little bigger profile for these fish when the water heats up. So we changed our mind. Braden's going to start fishing for panfish, like some crappie or bluegill. Even bass will bite this stuff every now and then. But the bad thing is, Braden,
What?
we forgot to bring our little crappie nibbles. But
Okay.
I think he'll still bite this.
Yeah, I'm
Watch out for my rod. Don't step on
probably
it.
still get a bite, at least.
Make sure you step over it. There you go. All right, guys. So I'm going to switch up to the Z-Man, the screen pumpkin. I think the color is going to be a lot better for the way the water looks on this little lake. Give it a good cast, buddy. Little tiny guy. These are the giants we catch out here, I guess. These fish just don't want to bite, do they, buddy?
That's why I'm not going fishing.
Well, guys, the bite here is nothing like it usually is when we come here. I've caught one fish in about 30 minutes. Usually I'm catching about 20 by then, but it's slowed down a lot. As you can tell, the water's down a lot, but yeah, I'm just not seeing the action like we usually do. I'm gonna go back to the Lake Fork Finesse 4-inch just for a couple casts, and we're probably gonna call it a day because he's getting pretty aggravated and grumpy. That's the hard thing about taking kids fishing, is you definitely want to get them on the fish as fast as possible. Otherwise, they lose interest pretty fast. And there's a lot of good looking overhang and brush and stuff in the water on the shoreline. Just, they're not shallow. These fish are just not shallow here. And I really don't even know where the deepest part is. So still nothing. I got one unhappy camper who's not able to catch any fish so far because the fish are being kind of weird. So we're gonna go back to the first spot where we started that we had a little bites on and probably wrap this up because this is getting kind of frustrating. All right, guys, this is gonna be my last cast. Just pitch it out here towards the middle. It's getting frustrating, man. 2 bites, 1 fish, and I see him everywhere.
And I haven't caught any fish.
Braden hasn't caught anything, and he's been casting all over the place, and he can't catch anything. And he's using crappie jigs, we're using worms. So yeah, just a slow day today. I don't know why. And I don't think I would have changed anything up. Lake's too shallow for crankbaits for the most part. And I don't really know what they're feeding on. I just know most of the times I come here with like a 0 or, you know, these 7-inch finesse worms and do pretty good, but it ain't happening today, guys. That's all she wrote. Braden, how do you feel?
Sad.
It's kind of disappointing sometimes not catching fish in it. But what do? We hold our heads up, right? Then next time we get out on the boat, and maybe we have a better chance to catch more fish. All right, guys, we tried. Just wasn't our day. 2 bites, 1 fish, 1 tiny fish. Braden was unable to get anything. He tried worms, he tried crappie jigs, all kinds of stuff. Just wasn't happening. But yeah, usually this little pond, and it's a kid fishing only pond, does produce a lot better than this. So I don't know if it's the water down or if they're doing something else to it, but not near as much action as usual. But that's what we get. We tried. So like always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry this wasn't a big interesting video with a lot of fish in it, but that's how fishing goes sometimes. That's why they call it, you know, fishing. Otherwise they just call it catching. But we try to do so. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Spent the night and a half the cage. Couldn't wait to get back on stage. Now I'm alright. Woke me up a little appetite for a whole lot of good times, girls, green grass, and gum.